So I grew up in New York, and my mom was still living there when I moved to Brooklyn, and I've been here for many, many, many years. So the idea was to refurbish this beautiful brownstone in my neighborhood in Brooklyn so that my mom could be closer to me, and we can instill in this home all of the values and the heart that my mom taught me. Well, I think like any creative project, there are unknown factors. Even though this project took us longer than we had planned, I think it's so special that it was all worth it. So obviously it's a construction site, but believe it or not, we are in the final stages of this project. It's been a long time, and as they say, it's always true. Whatever your estimate is, double it on price and timeline, but we are very close. Hey man, what's up? We are very close. We are months away from the total transformation. Okay, so watch yourself because there's some wires there. So I've always had an eye on how we can make the environment a more livable place. So this really is an extension of that effort. How can we embed sustainability into our everyday, into our way of life, into the way we live? But I don't want this to be, we're just flaunting how opulent and spectacular this place is. That's not what makes this place special. Sure, it's beautiful, but what makes this place special is we made it with love. We made it with the environment in mind. We made it to be something that's beautiful, not as a showy thing, not as an expression of wealth or grandeur, but an expression of something that is aspirational, that we want because we took care for the earth.
The Native American and all indigenous societies, they look at nature as the mother. You know, this is the mother and it's what gives us life.
My mom has a deep connection to her Native American roots, and the way they lived was very much in harmony with the earth and the planet.
You know, in a sense, everything we've ever had in our lives, me and you, for the most part, have been secondhand. You know, even our furniture was secondhand until recently. But I think basically we get an old house, you restore it, you maintain the integrity of what it has to offer. You know, there's a history there. There are people who not only lived in that home, but built that home, but improving upon, you know, things that possibly before people didn't have.
And really it's about intelligence and compassion and wisdom. You have all the smart technologies which are cutting edge and forward thinking, but also all of the sustainability attributes which draw from a sort of an ancient wisdom of being more delicate and treading lightly on the planet.